Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Warren Hudson, come on down. You're the next contestant on Key Sweat's brand new show, Something Just Ain't Right. Yeah, fam. You know, Warren was Nolan's best friend. Let him tell it. But he left Nolan on an island all by himself with a strange girl. Let him tell it. Warren recently did an interview with Officer Tatum. It was a multi-part interview. Warren gave conflicting statements regarding cell phones during this interview concerning the death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells, who was found dead 2 days after hanging out with his good friends, his good friends, right? Now, Warren initially stated that Nolan left his phone on the boat, but later in the same interview, he seemingly claimed or implied confusion over whether the phones from the group were left on the vessel. Now, I just don't see how Warren thought that he could do that interview and fool everybody. You know, it's an old saying, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool me none of the time. See, Warren thinks he's one of those cats who thinks he's smarter than everybody else. Otherwise, why would he do that interview and have all of these conflicting stories, making these conflicting statements? He even had conflicting statements in regards to the departure stories. See, Warren, he claimed that Nolan had left with this girl that he'd never met before. He's a brand new girl. Now keep in mind, fam, they're on an island. It's the 4th of July. Everybody's having fun. You planned this. You went out there. You're on a boat. You went 10 miles to an island. You left the coast and went 10 miles on an island. You're in the middle of nowhere. And you just decide to stay. You know what? I just met a brand new person and I'm on an island. Who in the hell let they ride leave them on an island? Come on, fam. Warren said that Nolan took off with the girl he just met. But then the girl said, no. Nolan went back to the boat with his friends. It appears that the evidence is leaning towards Nolan going back to the boat with his friends. You see, this is Warren having a conversation with Officer Tatum. He's not a real police officer, but he still calls himself a police officer. He used to be a police officer, according to him. He quit after a few years because, it was more money in throwing black people under the bus. So anyway, he's pointing towards, this is where we were. This is where the boats were. Right over there is where we killed Nolan. Nolan's body was found. That type of thing, right? The entire time, he's not trying to give us answers as to what could have possibly happened to Nolan. Where did things go awry? How did we split up and what exactly happened? Give us a timeline on that or anything. The entire time he spends trying to absolve himself from the crime. That's right, I said crime because a crime was committed. I do believe that Nolan Wells was killed, and I do believe these guys know exactly what happened. Yeah, man, I know you. I studied you. I believe they know exactly what happened to Nolan Wells, right? See, if Nolan Wells had simply just drowned, that would be witnesses somewhere. By their own admission, there was hundreds of people out there on Horn Island on the 4th of July. Somebody would have said, hey man, I tried to stop Nolan from jumping in the water, and he just jumped in the water and killed himself. Man, Nolan slipped, bumped his head, and rolled off the boat into the water. Nolan jumped into the water, and all of a sudden, the currents overtook him. We tried to save him, but there is no testimony of that, of any of that. No witness statements. Nobody saw Nolan go into the water. Come on, fam. Come on. I was born in the morning, but not this morning. Therefore, I'm a little bit smarter than you think I am. Family. You know what? Maybe it's just me. So let's just do a poll right quick. Give me a thumbs up if you think Nolan's friends killed him. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, I think you're just going too far with it, man. You know, we ain't got no evidence that they killed him. You know, like, yeah, it's a lot of inconsistent stories, and you know, they had no business holding on to his phone and his keys, knowing that he was missing, and his parents probably needed those keys, and you know, somebody deleted the pictures and videos from his phone, and that was really odd because he takes pictures and videos every day. Very odd. I still don't think they killed him. I don't suspect foul play. I don't care what you say. They didn't do it. Come on, fam. Come on now. Come on. Yeah. So Warren was also nervous throughout the interview. Now I get it. He had a controlled nervousness, though. If you listen to him, you know, I was speaking with a psychotherapist, Elliot Connie, the other day, and he pointed out how Warren's demeanor was very controlled the entire time. His emotions were controlled the entire time. He didn't go up, he didn't go down, he stayed level the entire time. That is impossible to do for an innocent person whose friend died on his watch just 2.5 weeks earlier. That is an impossible task for somebody to do whose friend's funeral was just a day or two before his interview. Emotions would still be all over. Wouldn't, I mean, I'm just saying, maybe it's just me, you know. Wouldn't your emotions be all over the place if your friend died on your watch? Would you be able to sit down and do an interview with anybody and be calm the entire time, all the way through, not exhibit any emotions whatsoever, just be stoic, just have a stoic interview throughout, just chill, just yeah, and then this had happened and da. He sounded like a robot. He sounded like a trained robot. Like the statement that he made was practice. It sounded like he was trying to remember what he was supposed to say or whatever lie that he told prior. That's what it sounded like. Yeah. See, I'm from the streets, and I wasn't just a poor dude. I was a poor dude who was from the streets, who was in the streets. So I've come across a lot of shady characters in my lifetime. And I can, man, give me 5 minutes with any man, woman, or child, I can figure him out. Give me 5 minutes. I can figure him out. I can study him, like, you know. And I'm not buying it, fam. I'm not buying it. I do not believe Warren whatsoever. He thought he was going to be cool because they were controlling the narrative with Officer Tatum. They thought they were going to be cool. They thought nobody was going to pick up on it. We got it. We got the narrative control. That was even a couple of times when he got stuck, and it took him a while to answer questions, and then he fumbled the ball, and Officer Tatum picked the ball up and put it back in his hands. Said, "Here you go, man. Here you go. Now, you know, now, what you say happened again? Yeah, because it didn't have to go like that, right? Like, you know, yeah, like I don't believe you guys did that, man. I don't think y'all killed that brother. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I'm black, and I don't believe you did it. So therefore, if I'm black and I'm saying y'all didn't do it, everybody else needs to say y'all didn't do it. Well, I'm black, and I think they did it. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.